Hey folks, thought I'd check in. It's been a while since I've done an update down here at the little food garden. We've got lots of more seedlings put in the ground. One thing we've had to contend with is Mother Nature. As you can see up there, we've got loads of grey skies. We've had a lot of rain over the last few days, so it sort of halted us from getting a lot more seedlings in the ground. But we're going to do a little scoot around the market garden. We can check out, show you guys what's been getting in the ground and how everything's faring out. So let's get in there and check it out. Alrighty, so the first thing we'll check out is the silver beet. We might as well have a look and see how that's faring along. So as you can see, not too bad. So it's put on a bit of decent size. What I might do is I'll chuck my foot in here just to give you guys a bit of a size comparison. I'm a size 9, if anyone wonders. So there you go. So silver beet's doing pretty good. There's our mock little white cabbage moth that we made in a previous video. Still hanging about. Can't see any little caterpillars on this one, so must be doing its job. So there you go, folks. That's literally 60 meters all along here with our silver beet. All the size. We've got this one actually starting to go to seed and flower, as you can see here, which isn't good. So what I'll do is I'll actually come along. I'm going to chop off this center part here to halter. I'll just snap it off. So obviously what's happened there is this seedling might not have been getting enough water. It's sort of tricked itself into thinking, oh well, not enough water, I better go into reproductive mode. So it starts to send out its flower, its main shoot. That'll then start to go to seed, and then from there obviously it'll drop its seeds to reproduce. So I'm just going to go along and going to check to see if any of the other ones have gone to seed. All the other ones, they all look fine and healthy, so we'll be able to get loads of harvests from them. But if you do find that if your vegetables at home are going to flower a lot quicker once they have been put into the ground, it just means they might not be getting enough water. So do go along and do make sure that you do give them enough water, and just to keep an eye on that. And if they do happen, just go along, nip off the top, and then that should halter the process. You should be able to get a few more harvests out of it. So as we walk along here, as you can see, there's no other ones that are flowering, so we should be alright. So there you go, silver beet, looking pretty good. What we'll do now is might even just jump over here and check out our full of weeds and our garlic. So obviously our garlic we got in a little bit later this year. As I take a look down in here, as you can see, the weed coverage is really overrun. So we'll see, we'll have to wait and see how these garlic fare. I'll try and get in there and actually clean out some of the weeds. Probably about another month away really from harvesting those ones because I got them in so late. But what we'll check on, for those of you who have been following for a while, my peas actually got eaten by rabbits. I didn't have any of the fencing up when we first got down here at the market garden, so they all got eaten by rabbits, but happy to say a few of them did survive and they're starting to make their way emerging now. So I'm going to have to start putting up some trellis to let these guys to be able to wrap their arms. As you can see, the little tentacles there are reaching out. So I'll go along and I'll put some trellis along. As you can see, they're already starting to produce. So I'm just going to take off these fresh peas. And the reason I want to take these off is what that does is it actually, it sort of shocks the plant into thinking, oh no, something's coming along and starting to nibble on my peas, which will then eventually become seeds, which will then drop. So they start to shoot out now. They'll actually start to shoot out a lot more flowers, and then from there the pods of the peas will start to come in more of an abundance. So another little trick, also make sure that you do, whenever you see those first fresh shoots of peas, get them off the plant nice and early. Don't leave them to mature. You want to get them off to trick that plant from coming through and being able to reproduce a lot more flowers, which you'll get a lot more harvest from. So while we do that, we might as well jump over and check out our seedlings here. So these are our eggplants. So they're a little bit worse for wear after all the rain that we've been having. But now that it's starting to dry up, these should all bounce back pretty well. Got our capsicums over here. They all look like they're doing pretty well. And then we'll come and these are our tomatoes. So the first of the tomatoes been popped out into the ground. As you can see here. So overall, I think we got 1, 2, 3. So we got 3 rows of new seedlings popped in the ground. Out of those seedlings, we put in about 130 eggplant. I think there was about 140 capsicums and 144 tomatoes. We've got our beetroot up ahead here. I'll just pick up this pea. Might as well have a bit of a nibble while we're here. Absolutely beautiful. So while we check it out. So these are the beetroots. So beets are putting on some beautiful colour. Some really good new growth coming in from the centre of the plant, which is really nice. So they're all starting to do their thing. And as you can see, all the new shoots are starting to germinate on the weeds. So I'm going to have to come through here with the Dutch hoe and just clean it up a bit so it doesn't end up looking like that, where you sort of leave it and it gets literally like a forest over there. So that's pretty much it for down here at the moment. So garlic's doing its thing, silver beets moving along really nice. Obviously the new seedlings here behind me, beetroot, the peas, as I said, we'll put some trellis up for them. We're gonna have to eventually put some trellis up for the tomatoes as well, so they can start to grow up. We'll do that in another video down the track, but that's the update for us. We've got all those seedlings up the top there, so now that we get some dry weather, we'll start to get them in the ground. So hopefully you enjoyed this update, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done so. Share and like the videos, and we'll check you next time.